The Severing Charm. You have to know what you're doing with this spell. Ready? It's up to you. Pull up the text to learn about this spell, or turn
sounds
over
like
to start
killing.
to cast
I
it.
like this.
With the Severing Charm, cutting or tearing objects is a simple matter of wand control. The spell can be quite precise in skilled hands, and the Severing Charm is widely used in a variety of wizarding trades. Useful as it is, this charm should be practiced with caution, as a careless swipe of the wand can easily cause injury.
Yay!
Wise words as ever.
Another tale. Okay.
Ah, another story. Pull up the picture to read it, or just turn the page if you want to start casting.
There's normally only 2 stories that each chapter, so either there's none in part 2, or there's actually 3 or 4 stories this time. Cool.
Here we go. Ready to read a story about this spell? The Severing Charm was created in the 15th century by wizarding seamstress Delphina Crimp, who created it as an easy and convenient way of cutting cloth and thread. Prior to the invention of this neat, precise spell, wizards were apt to burn or shred anything they wished to cut. However, while Madame Crimp's invention benefited her work, it nearly cost her her life. Witches and wizards were subject to persecution in the 15th century, so Madame Crimp, who had become one of the most fashionable dressmakers in London, preferred to pretend that she had no magical powers. Unfortunately, the great beauty of her dresses and cloaks aroused considerable envy among other tailors, many of whom were convinced that she knew some secret that they did not. Even the ugliest... Oh my, what do you think is the answer here?
I'd love to say gorilla, but it's not gorilla.
The ugliest women seemed to look beautiful in her clothes, and Delphina grew richer and more successful every day. A rival Muggle tailor by the name of Snickerton disguised himself and applied for a post in Madame Crimp's shop. After several weeks, he could find no evidence of magic, except for the fact that there were no scissors in Madame Crimp's workroom. At last, by wrapping himself up in a bolt of velvet and keeping watch by night, he observed Madame Crimp cutting out an intricate pattern with the use of her... What would... That's it, she was using her wand. The following day, Snickerton led a band of men to arrest the accused witch. Cornered at her shop, she was unable to explain why she owned no scissors. Snickerton insisted that her hands should be tightly bound to stop her cursing them all, and set about searching for the wand he swore he had seen her using. After several hours, however, he had found nothing suspicious, and his friends were starting to doubt him. At last, Madame Crimp asked whether she might at least be unbound to scratch her chin, on which there was a large wart. Unable to see the harm in this, her foolish accusers agreed. The moment Madame Crimp touched the wart, it sprang out of her face, revealing itself as her concealed wand. She promptly disapparated along with... What would she take with her, do you think? That doesn't sound right. Perhaps try the other tab.
It's not the clothes. That'd be funny.
Yes, she took a large bag of gold and was never seen in London again. However, from that moment onwards, Snickerton, the tailor, was unable to produce any item of clothing, no matter how securely he locked it up overnight, without finding it shredded to ribbons every morning. Legend has it that he died insane, convinced that he was being followed everywhere by a giant pair of invisible scissors.
I just don't understand how someone can end up that insane.
The lesson here being, never come between a skilled witch and her livelihood.
Because there are people who are like that.
Turn the page.
I just
and
don't
let's
understand
see about
how.
casting the severing charm. A pile of leaves. What a mess. Just brush them away with your hands. Diffindo.
Diffindo.
The incantation for
Interesting.
the severing charm is Diffindo. Use it with care. Now you try the incantation. Nice and clearly. 3, 2, 1. Go.
King Grumps, defend!
Good. Now let's move on to mastering the spell gesture.
Alright.
You're ready to learn the spell shape. Pull up the picture on the page.
Maybe it's a Z for Zorro. And it's a side with Z.
Diffindo.
Diffindo!
The incantation for the severing charm is
I thought I was trying to
Diffindo.
learn this thing.
Use it with care. Now you try the incantation. Nice and clearly. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Griffin Dildo!
Good. Now let's move on to mastering the spell gesture.
Of course it worked! Yep.
Time to learn the wand gesture. Pull up the gesture diagram.
I tried to last time. There we go.
The severing charm requires a jagged cutting motion with the wand. Go up, then slash down and right, then up again. Good stuff. Can you trace the shape again from memory? That's it. With this spell, you can flick your wand to cut things.
I'll flick. Tree.
Oh, an Abyssinian shrivel fig. Perfect for potion ears. Cut off some of those shoots, would you? Flick your wand to use Diffindo. And that was the last one. Excellent.
Yeah. Nah. Nah.
Don't forget, that will go into the collectibles chapter in your spellbook. Another student scribble. Go on, let's see what it says.
Alright.
Hello there. A gnome. Right, let's find out what our mystery scribbler
I'm gonna kill this gnome.
Flick your wand at the gnome. The disillusionment charm. Interesting stuff. You've disillusioned him. What if he wanders off while he's invisible? Heaven knows what he'll get up to. Ah, we can track him from his dirty feet.
And the fact that he's not actually that invisible. I'm very confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Ah, our gnome's returning to normal. Didn't like
Okay.
the thought of an invisible gnome hanging about the place. Finished here. Very well. Remember, you can pull up the scribble again if you like.
What did I even
Right.
do?
That's Chapter 4, Part 1, done and dusted.
Good.
Close the book to choose Chapter 4, Part 2, or to revisit another chapter.